Okay. So last time you guys had some problems with the airship. Flickerwisp had to quickly address that. Oh, actually, last time what happened was you guys accidentally started losing all capabilities with the airship and it started crashing. And there was no way of coming back from that, as the airship was completely out of control. Flickerwisp had no idea what he was doing. You guys were several thousand feet up in the air to avoid being seen from the ground. And as it was crashing, somebody suggested the use of this little trinket relic that you've been carrying around for a long time that allows you to turn back time up to 2 hours, depending on how good you spin it. And you did so. Finra, you controlled it and you nailed it right on 2 hours. And in doing so, you basically told Flickerwisp this time, like, let's keep an eye on the engine. Let's watch it for any issues. Let's address it. You guys determined that the problem was that Flickerwisp was pushing it too hard. You guys were trying to get too much coverage daily, and it was burning out whatever the arcane engine's capabilities were. In finding this out, you were able to land it smoothly as opposed to crashing it. You came down in a little bit of a clearing in the woods out here in the Cragwild. You started searching around and you found a strange ruins that had a symbol on it, a symbol of the Wolfenveer for trouble, but then also another symbol that was carved into stone more ornately and was bleeding blood, only perceivable to Modolfir, who was wearing his special, I believe it was Modolfir wearing those goggles.
I think that was me.
Well, it's a gym.
No, it was Finra who was wearing the goggles. Yeah. And you guys started getting the vibes that this was a desecrated place. There was evil abounding from that stone, as Modolfir figured out from the aura. And as you started searching around at various places, you found like this strange canyon water pool area that clearly had some other man-made features to it. And you decided to talk to Flickerwisp, see how the ship was coming along, and he responded that he thinks the repairs are done, and the ship will be okay. And you guys decided to not faffo around anymore and return back to the ship. In doing so, you climbed up, being very cognizant of, pulling up the ropes and all of that. GM did make you roll randomly blind a d20. And so we return. Now, on top of the ship, all of the party is back on the deck. Flickerwisp kind of walks over and says, so I have good news and bad news. Which one do you want to hear first?
Give us the bad news, Flicker.
I'll start with the good news. I don't know why I asked you. I should never ask you. The good news is that I'm finally understanding how this works, which will be great. I can maybe potentially build other airships in the future if I can get my hands on the materials. The bad news is we're going to keep running into this problem because we don't have a crew. And evidently this ship requires at a minimum 12 personnel that are not just, these idiots that I keep crafting from thin air. These unseen servants. So we could crash and die again. Not that we died last time.
So what's the good news?
Oh, the good news is that I know how to build these things now. It's not, I guess that's not really good for you guys. I mean, it is if I... No, it's not good for you guys. I'm not going to build you another airship. This is the one airship you guys get. And honestly, I'm going to take this airship.
Is there anything we can do to help?
We need a crew. If you guys need me to keep flying this thing.
I mean, is there anything we can do that the crew would do to help keep it afloat while we get where we're getting?
Flicker was kind of like chuckles and looks over to Finry. Oh, now I understand. Okay, Medolfir, see, the number 12 is a bigger number than the number 6. It's this many bigger, and he holds up his fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We'll slowly start unsheathing Bingerfield as he's talking.
Okay.
What's one gnome divided by 2?
I don't like when you joke. So I think I can fly this, I don't know, a little bit further. It might crash. We might all die. Who's ready to go?
So I don't know. This may be a question for those that have a sense of how far we've come and where we're at, but like, how much further do we have? Because
let's take a look. So last time we ventured. Let me find the right map. Okay. Let's pull everybody to here. So, you all are located right here. And I believe you are attempting to get back to La'ask Sardat.
I believe that was the plan, but yeah.
Over here, which is approximately, let's call it 140 miles away. Now, that's as the crow flies. One thing that you guys know is that airships are extremely rare, and if you do fly this thing up in the air, it might be okay if it's above the clouds. But if you're trying to keep it safe so that you don't all crash and die, you might need to avoid the major towns that are on the way. There are some villages over Lake Bacchus. There are villages in the Bakabite lowlands over these kind of prairies and stuff that, like, if you're not above the clouds, they'll see your airship flying.
Gotcha. I do have a question out of character. I misremember this, but weren't we traveling generally to the northwest from the southeast when we were traveling just like last week? And now you're saying now our destination is back to the southeast?
You came from, this is generally where you came from back here. It was actually northeast of here, but it's on a different map. Oh, let me drag everybody over.
Okay. I just probably misremember is all. That's why I thought we were going the opposite direction of where you where you pointed out Lost or not. It was okay.
No, yeah. The sensor house is back northwest near Tire Lake.
Gotcha. Okay. That was just my misunderstanding. Okay.
So you have done really well of like traveling in a straight line to your destination.
And I think before, when we were traveling on foot, we came across an area that had a dragon just chilling. If I'm not mistaken, that was Lake Bacchus.
The dragon was actually northeast of Graydender when you originally went to see the shaman, and you were traveling up in the highlands northeast of Graydender. It was in a minor lake. It wasn't in a major lake. Lake Bacchus is a big lake. I mean, it's several miles wide, etc. Yeah.
Still fairly close.
What is the consensus on how you want to travel if you wish to continue on the airship? I know Finry probably is not going to want to let go of this airship. So the question is how you want to navigate the dangers of flying it and the perceptions of it.
And sorry, remind me, GM. So what is Flickerwisp saying he needs to operate it?
He's like, I need you guys as a standing crew, or I need 12, and 6 additional crew members, or I need a total of additional 12 crew members. I guess myself included in that, so 11 additional crew members. He's basically saying, like, the unseen servants are great at cleaning up stuff, but they're not going to navigate this airship.
Okay, so GM, we're basically like we're in Bacchus.
Right on the borderline. You're still technically in the Kragan territory, but yeah, you're on the borderline.
Whereabouts now? Where we met the group of people, where we came in touch with the shaman. That was back up to the north and east of Great Endure, right?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Just from my general knowledge of the area, and of course that knowledge being removed from the fact that I've been away for a while, but would Midolfer have an idea of any like smaller settlements of generally friendly to the Wolfenveer people, like nearby or like along our path?
All of the region, once you start getting closer to Lake Bacchus, all the way through the Bacabite lowlands, is going to be friendly towards you. What they won't necessarily be friendly towards, and you know this inherently, is anything that's perceived as an outsider, not in the mechanical term, but in the cultural term. And that would absolutely include a flying airship that would gather the alarm of many villagers. Whether that's a problem, I mean, it's going to be kind of a roll of the dice. But if a magician or sorcerer that lives in the village spotted something like that, they might come to arms, etc. So the airship itself being perceived is like, imagine one of these like YouTube streamers walking into like a favela, right? Blinged out. Like, it draws attention. It might be a problem. And you know that inherently in Bacchus, like, drawing attention to the fact that you are different is going to be a potential problem, just from the history of the Bacabite people.
Okay, so Midolfer's going to ask Max. I think Max is capable of casting, like, sending magic. I don't know obviously the details of distance or whatever, but like the Wolfenveer female that we met in that village.
Yep.
Ask Max if it's possible to try and message her from this far, to like for me to, if he can conduit so that I can talk with her and kind of just say, hey, any help she may be able to bring, and just kind of like describe what we're trying to accomplish. Yeah,
okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Let me see here.
And if so, right, my general thought may be to like risk traveling a little further towards like Lake Bacchus, but find a spot to kind of put down that's we can perceive as relatively safe around Lake Bacchus, and have, if she has herself or anybody that's willing to help, maybe travel to Lake Bacchus from where they're at. We can.
Okay, yeah. You're referring to Wolfaden.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're basically reaching out to see like who can go potentially meet you somewhere in between here and La Sardat. Gather villagers from that town.
Yeah, I mean, and fully explain, say, trying to get to La Sardat. We're traveling via the sky. Have people prepared to understand that, and that we need basically some strong backs and willing people, and this is to help get me to Lotserdot.
Okay.
Who are we asking to do this? Barbarians?
It's another Wolfenbeer. You remember when we went to the village where I met up with the shaman that led us to Lotserdot?
But here's the question: like, we need sailors, like people that are like good at navigating a boat. I'm not. Would that be something that these people would know how to do instead of just like move stuff? Like we may be hiring the wrong kind of people.
Well,
Flickerwith does kind of agree with Finry. Flickerwith kind of looks and goes, "Yeah, I think I need somebody who's capable of similar styles of navigating and capabilities as a sailor." Also, Max doesn't have sending for some reason. He might resolve that with Baron Bear, but for right now, he doesn't have sending.
What's the What about? There's that magician guy. I can't remember his name. That's with us.
Jameson, yeah.
Hey, Jameson, can you magic us like a dozen sailors? Can you like figure out? You belong to some group of people that like does magic and like is all over the continent. Can't you like figure out how we can get like a couple of sky pirates in here or something? I'm pretty sure he teleported his own ass over to the ship, so I feel like
he can
for some other people.
Okay, so that's an interesting thought. Let's see. Hold on. That's actually pretty interesting what you just said. Okay. He looks at you and he goes, I'm not able to make human beings or any race out of thin air. That is, I believe, the acts of a god. I am, however, able to teleport myself. I am able to find persons as part of the Acer Magica who might be interested in seeing this technology and perhaps learning how to use it. They're not sailors, but they are arcane knowledgeable. And Flickerwhisk goes, yeah, I guess I would trade one for the other either way. Either you need to know magic or you need to be a very good sailor. And Jameson kind of nods. And I could travel to them and potentially start loading them in here. But as you recall, there are only a certain number of times I can use my staff of teleportation. And it is also, I need to check how many I even have left. Let me see how many uses he still has left.
Well, so Jameson, we left an island full of people that know how to sail that was being taken over by the undead.
Yes.
You would think your team, who was on the island that had just been taken over of the undead, would know of like a dozen sailors who no longer had a home because the undead had taken it over. I feel like we're trying to go get all these like other people, but I feel like there's got to be people from Terthus that are hanging around with nothing to do. Maybe even whoever we knew that was part of the guard in Terthus. I mean, that whole loaded and it was full of sailors. Like, can
the only issue,
tell them to sail some people over, like come over?
Take this from someone who has had to hide their secret magical organization. The only issue is that sometimes the people who are in those positions might, how do I say this gently, they might use the fact that we are inviting them to an airship for their own personal selfish needs at some point. And I fear if we bring those in Terthus onto this airship, we may end up not controlling this airship for much longer. But I understand what you're saying. I'm just a little worried. I mean, it might be my paranoid side, but I'm a little worried about bringing folks who I cannot trust and do not know onto this, as opposed to those who I know are my compatriots, who I have held the secret of the Acer Magica for a long time.
I mean, can we hire some slaves? can we like get some like there's got to be an answer here. Like I don't if the only answer is we leave the ship and then walk around like plebeians, I'm not sure that's going to make sense. And I don't think we can leave the ship. So the only answer is to bring people to the ship or fly the ship somewhere where there's people. We can go to Great Endur, right? Like we can kind of hobble our way over there and then just park it right outside and see who shows up. But I don't have another option, right? Like I don't know if we can, whatever we do, I think we just need like a dozen people that we can train. Like, you know, there's gotta be like a spell you can make sure people don't break their rules. Like I mean,
Geas them all.
Isn't there a way for you to like enslave like a planar being or like a little one?
You cut out.
Make them run?
Maybe I did.
I think you did, Vidolfir. I heard him pretty clear.
Hello?
Yep. Let me send Vidolfir a message.
Hello?
Hello?
I can hear you, Finry. You guys can hear me, right?
Yep, I can hear
Okay. I can't hear any of y'all, though.
It sounds like he's...
All my audio just went dead. Hold
on. So, Finry, to answer your question in general...
Test.
Back on?
Oh.
Yep. We can
I can hear y'all now.
All right, cool. To answer your question, Finry, and Flicker was kind of like crawls over, he waddles over, he's like, Vidolfir, how well are the people from Great Endur known? How good are they at sailing? Good? Would you say good to quite good? Quite good to excellent?
I mean, we don't live along the coastline. We live next to lakes. So there's, I'm sure, a few that know how to pilot a boat in general, but, lake versus ocean versus air.
How about, I mean, albeit you don't know magic, obviously, but how about, and this is now Jameson, do you know any magic users, people with arcane capability in Great Endur from your upbringing?
I mean, I would think generally, like just general, like public knowledge of people that are known for being magical, yes, but like maybe no one specifically. Like I think more of the Wolfenveer dealings of people that possess power such as that were more shamanic and users of like magic of nature versus arcane, right? So
at that, Jameson kind of turns back to Finnery and goes, I think you're absolutely correct. I think I need to travel and get people from not here.
Well, can we, I put it in the chat, like, can we, like Max is a necromancer, can we like undead ourselves some hands temporarily to get us?
Flickerwist goes, no. That's the problem I had with the unseen servants. They can't be dummies. So like, yeah, you can make warm bodies, or in that case, cold bodies. The problem is they have to have at least some capability in this practice. And I'm going to set that threshold at either an intelligence of 10, aka they can learn that on the fly, or past profession in sailing, navigating, etc. Or just flat out arcane knowledge, capable of like manning the engine room. So Jameson's like, I can go to the Acer Magica and I can bring 5 people back. I can't bring a full 6. So it's going to take 2 days of travel back and forth. Actually, it'll take 3 days, not counting today. Or I can travel to Bohemia, where the refugees from Terthus partially went to. Now they've started trickling back to the island now that the dangers of the undead usurper are evidently gone.
Hey, hold on.
Yes?
Hold on. We know a whole bunch of sailors. I forget the name of the city. Sorry, out of the city on the east end of the island. The ones that were kind of heroes of the town because we saved them.
Oh, Gregans?
Yeah, Gregans.
You do know some sailors from Gregans. You know at least a dozen seafaring folk that lived there, including the armorer, who was a very capable person and very trustworthy. The mayor, the government there. I don't know if he was a mayor. I guess he was a mayor. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a mayor.
Yeah. He came from a nautical background. Like anybody who lives in Gregans is likely to have some nautical background, being a trade post for, ships. So that's Jameson goes, "My God, Midolfir, sometimes your brain. I swear, I cannot understand it sometimes."
Yeah, I mean, like we did a lot for that town, and I feel like we left that dockmaster owing us big time. So I think Midolfir hit it on the head. Let's just teleport to Gregans and then find like a dozen people that we trust and that want to get the hell away from Terthus.
Flickerwist goes, "No, don't leave me on the ship. I don't like this place. It's giving me the creeps. And you said there was some sort of bleeding stone down below."
Jameson. So in all fairness, we probably can't all go because it needs space to bring people back, and that's going to be multiple trips, right? For the amount of people we need.
Yeah. It's easier for him to travel if he's going by himself and maxing out the number of people he's bringing back each time.
But the Gregans people don't necessarily know him.
That's the problem. Yeah. Max is like steps up and he goes, "I'll help mechanically solve this." And he goes, "I can go back with Jameson. And I guess I can convince the folks that we have met before, and I can travel back using..." Does he have anything? No, he doesn't have anything. I can travel back with Jameson's staff, but stay there until I've convinced enough people to come back. And Jameson goes, "That's still 3 trips either way."
Yeah, I mean, we're not doing anything else.
Yeah.
The only thing is we need to touch down the ship in a place that's not, bad juju. But it's not like we're doing anything else. As long as we can move the ship to a place it can kind of hang out at, and maybe it's just floating in midair without any danger. I don't know. Like, you all tell me, but as long as we can hang out for 3 days, it's not like we're doing anything else.
Flickerwist goes, if we're just idling, I'd rather we get low to the ground or on the ground or on water, because if the engine isn't working, we don't have any more ways of stopping the airship from crashing.
So ask him what his confidence is about getting maybe not to Lake Bacchus, but closer to Lake Bacchus where the lands are a little more flat there. So of the...
I will mechanic... Okay, so he responds, "Midolfir, this is only the 3rd day I've ever flown this thing. I have no idea if it'll make it 35 miles. But as long as, I can levitate, and I think some of you can levitate. I don't want to lose the airship, though. It's a very nice ship, and I'm finally an admiral, which is great.
You're a captain. So, need 2 ships.
Nope, I have a ship back home. I don't care if it's a fishing boat.
I mean, we can hang out here. We can hang out in this little lake situation, a little bit off of the water, so most of the baddies that are in the woods don't get us. I think we'll just have to guard the ship and take guard shifts.
Okay. There'll be, without Jameson, you'll be Flickerwisp and the 3 of you, from what I'm hearing, yeah?
Yeah, but we're like right next to the blood dripping ruins, right?
No, you're 100 feet away. I mean, right next to, relative.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We haven't traveled. We just got back on the boat. We haven't traveled away from there. Yeah, no, yeah.
Flickerwisp is like, "Look, I've got good luck. I could probably move this ship again. but I don't feel super confident about it. So mechanically speaking, the chance of a real catastrophic issue has dropped lower. You will now have a 60% chance of some sort of catastrophic failure if you try to move this for any amount of time more than like literally going up and then coming back down.
Well, I guess that means that we're here. we're here. We are where we are going to need to stay while we get people here. So, because that's too high. I think that's just too high of a chance.
Yeah, let's just hang out here for 3 days. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, after the first day, we're going to have more people. So really, it's just hanging out for 1 day until Max and Jameson get back.
Okay. Max goes, I'm really convincing and have a great personality, and gosh darn it, people like me.
I was like, I looked Max dead in the eye, and I was like, Max, don't fuck this up.
He goes, I think I have some potions of charming or something like that. Maybe I should take some of those.
I'm gonna pat him on the back and be like, just remember, Max, you are one of the heroes of Greggans.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
Use that to your advantage.
So I shouldn't use my scroll of hold person and just steal these people in the night.
Max, no.
Backup plan. Yes. Got it.
I mean, there was like there was quite a few people in Greggans that we met that ended up being really good for us. I feel like at least one of them would be good to bring over, and like we could. I mean, like we talked about, who was like a magic guy. I'm sure he would love to come over, and he would have magic. We had the guy at the head of the port that we helped save, like Portmaster Render Klein. I'm looking at the journal entry now.
Yeah. You had
quite a bit,
and the mayor, and then the innkeep.
The innkeep. Yep. Yeah, there was quite a few people who were very capable. Max is like, all right, I know what to do. I'll go speak to the armorer, and then he's like, name, and then the innkeep, name, and he's like, got a journal out, ready to write down the names.
Oh, he's looking for us for the name.
Did we ever go back there and grab the sand?
No, you buried it down below, I thought. Oh, you did, because that was part of the whole thing at the palace. You did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the names, let's see, Greggans.
Yeah, it says Aurelia. I don't know who that is.
No, Aurelia was
No. Don't get Aurelia.
Yeah.
She's a bat. She may be a baddie as well, but she's a bad girl.
Yeah. Yep. But we did have Magistrate Wellen. I know Portmaster Render Klein was a good one. Mm-hmm, and then I don't know who Vendin Kalwinder and Joris Aldrak are.
Vendin Kalwinder was the innkeeper. Who was the other one that you asked?
Joris Aldrak. I mean, he's got wind in his name. Bring that dude.
Yeah. And then Joris Aldrak was the smith that you guys talked to extensively as well. So, yeah, I mean, he's like, great, excellent. I'll talk to Joris and Vendin. I'll explain the situation. How much should I tell them about the whole, and he kind of like points around, airship of it all?
Just tell them we're hiring an elite crew for a special mission and ship for a long-term commission. People that just really want to get away from all the craziness in Terthus, but the elitist of crews.
Okay.
Midolfer starts laughing to a joke he told himself in his head, and he looks at Max and he says, "Tell them it'll be an elevated adventure."
The two qualifications are they have to support busting holes and flying around. That's the only.
Yep. That's easy enough to remember. Busting holes is what we do. Flying around is what we're gonna do. Okay. I don't want to sound like, a Xanthi here, but should I offer them money? Is that gauche?
What's the going rate for sailors?
Sailors who will come on an adventure on an airship and go a continent away? I don't know. He's fully in his very rich upbringing mode, and he's like, I don't know what that costs. It couldn't be more than a couple hundred gold.
I'm gonna stop him and just say, just sell them on the tale that they get to help the heroes of Greggans.
Okay, no money offer. Got it.
I mean, like, we're talking about like a silver piece a day or a couple of silver pieces a day for, like, let's say 10 people, because you said you need 10 people, a dozen folks. Like 10 people, 2 silver, it's like 2 gold a day, right?
I think for an adventure, there are actual rules in Complete Adventure for how much it costs to get a skilled class format character as an assistant. It's in gold. It's not a crazy amount. I think it's 5 gold, but it is more than your basic grunt level helper.
I mean, I think we've got enough to cover quite a bit of that, right? So
yeah, Max is like, oh yeah, I got a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just say you get to help the heroes and you're going to get paid and you're going to see some sights that you haven't ever seen before. So,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we're taking apprentices. That's the.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be an interesting sell for the 50-year-old armorer.
Yeah, I mean, Flicker, I'm like, what you need apprentices, Flicker.
Flicker's like, apprentices, slaves, I don't care how you guys get them. You're all meat sacks to me.
I mean, we can hire slaves. Ooh. I mean, that's another option. That might be the easier, faster option.
In my history, hiring slaves is a really odd way to get slaves. Mostly you just take them.
Brendan Coleman. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Jameson is like, no slaves. Let's not do that. That's icky. Let's go talk to the people who you saved and see if they can help us. And Max, I can speak to you through the Sending Stone, unless we should leave the Sending Stone here. I suppose I could find some other means to communicate with you, Max, to help coach you if you do run into speech issues. I think it'd be safer if somebody kept the Sending Stone here. And he takes his Sending Stone and chucks it at one of you guys.
I mean, I guess Manova will catch it. I guess.
Okay.
You just kind of look at it like a rock, bite it sailors testing a coin.
Oh yes, it works. Don't worry.
I also had a thought, can we hire Grandma? I'm sure she's bored.
Do you know where to find Grandma?
Actually, I don't. I have no idea.
Yeah, just kind of pops out. He goes, Grandma was very good at the things she can do. If we do find her, she would be quite the interesting pirate scallywag, I think. Okay, with that, he's like, well, there's no time like the present. You guys don't move the ship, otherwise we won't be able to find you out here in the middle of the Cragwild. I suppose I could scry on you, but it took a long time to pinpoint where you were last time.
Yeah, I guess, yep. Let's set up camp. Let's set up watch rotations for the deck.
Okay.
Always keep a wary eye to the north, which is what I remember as the direction of the bleeding ruins.
Yep. Max is like, okay, bye guys. See you soon. Don't die.
I think the unseen servants can scout around or just guard around the lake while we stay on the ship. We don't have to disembark.
let's read the SRD for these. Here, I'll link everyone here. You can all read. Invisible, shapeless force, mundane, simple task, can run and fetch things, open stuck doors, hold chairs, clean and mend. One activity at a time. Traps. Oh, you can trigger traps with them. That's pretty fun. Can't perform any task that requires a skill check. See, that's where you guys ran into the problem before. Can't attack, cannot be killed, but it dissipates from 6 points of damage from area attacks. If you attempt to send it beyond the spell's range, which is only close, that's the problem. Close range only.
And can they be instructed to just create a loud noise upon a trigger of like seeing anything other than like us?
Yeah, I'd say you can have them just look, and if you see something weird, make a weird noise. That works. You can tell them,
at least
like,
that's just like a early warning. Like if something is approaching the ship,
yeah,
have them kind of like, yeah. Go ahead.
I'd say at Flicker Wisp level, they could just barely be on the ground around this little pool of water, but not much further than that because they only have a range of close. So that's like 50 feet max based on Flicker Wisp's level.
Yeah, I mean, their job is to get killed first, so
Sure.
Flicker understands they disappear. I don't even.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Flicker Wisp is like, they're literally worthless. They're not even very good at cleaning, to be honest with you. And he like kicks one, and his foot goes right through them. And he's like, yeah, see, they're not even good for kicking.
Well, didn't he have his like little spider guy? He had
His
a bunch of
homunculus.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. He still has that. It crawls up onto top of his armor. He's a little bit more protective of the homunculus. He crafted it himself. He kind of treats it like his pet. He's like, I'm going to keep him pretty close by. So,
okay.
Max and Jameson have disappeared. Flicker Wisp remains at the helm. He's agreed to send like 4 or 5 of the unseen servants down below. He's like, do you want me to send all of them down below?
I mean, might as well, right? We can watch the top while they watch the ground.
Yeah, I mean, there's 22.
I mean, we've got better. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, so they're gonna like only be within a range of 15-ish feet from the base of the ship because you guys are 20 feet up right now. So
I guess we don't need them all on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and doesn't he have the like alarm spell? Like, isn't there like a low level alarm spell he can throw on the ground?
Oh, let me see. He doesn't usually focus on those things, so let me see what he had built out. It's a great question. Energy alteration, pending potions, spell storing, cheat, lucky blade, toughened construct, weapon augmentation. A lot of his stuff was buff based. Store spell in rod, power surge. No, he's got spell snare, but that wouldn't hold it. Yeah, he doesn't have any kind of like ward magic now. That's just not the kind of stuff I'm into, Finry. I'm kind of a selfish type person, so I'd rather just protect myself.
All right, I think we're locked in.
Okay. With that, you guys did roll those d20s, so noted on that. The evening starts approaching. Max and Jameson have left. Flicker Wisp is walking around the ship, generally sort of keeping in touch. He doesn't have any like arcane connection to the unseen servants, so he has to literally like look over, and he can see his own magic, even though the unseen servants are invisible. And he's like, okay, they're still down there generally. He keeps an eye on them particularly. What are the rest of you doing aboard this ship?
I'm keeping watch too, off the side of the ship, and I'll look at the unseen servants.
Okay.
And I'll keep the goggles on.
Oh yeah, you have the goggles, so that will help you see evil if you spotted. Okay, noted. So you've been keeping those goggles on, right?
Yeah, I mean, I love how the evil character of a group is wearing goggles of detect evil.
Yeah. There's a little bit of like, it's kind of like that microwave energy whenever they do the universe scans, where they're like, oh man, the universe ends right here. No, it's your own microwave energy. It's actually kind of distorting things looking outward. But you can see when if something popped up that was evil through that.
I put something in chat. I tried to mark it where it was just to the GM. I don't know if that worked or not.
I see it.
I guess
it
really didn't need to be private, but yeah.
I can see it for what it's worth. So.
Can you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it starts as Flicker is going about his things.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So I guess the drop down options are just for rolls.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely do that. And noted. He is so unperceptive. I'll roll something just to see if you notices.
I mean, I'll roll a bluff to go along with it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Honestly, you don't need a bluff. It's more about him just perceiving it. Okay, noted. It's a good thing it wasn't about your bluff. He rolled a 2, so it's not good.
I got my nat 1 out of the way.
Nice. Okay, so Landry and Finry, you guys are watching. Is anybody sleeping tonight? You guys just trying to stay awake through the night, or are you guys actually taking rest breaks?
I'll say rotation, but what were you about to say, Renner?
I think the ring works on me now, so I think I only need 2 hours. So I will rest for those 2 hours, but I'll probably pick 2 hours that at least one other person is awake.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will also just rest for what I need.
Okay.
So a few hours.
Yep. So Madolfir, you're the only one that in this group right now, other than Flicker, who requires 8 full hours to feel rested.
I'll take my rest like early in the evening because I want to be out of my rest and up like during the night. Just Madolfir wants to be very contemplative this evening.
Okay. Noted. I need Landry and Finry then to roll me listen and spot checks. As the evening comes in the darkness, luckily, I gotta update the calendar. Let me see what the moon condition is here. Calendar. So we are 24 days forth. So it's going to be pretty close to a half moon because we're going to now be in a new month. We're going to be in Gozran. And we're going to be 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's almost a completely full moon, actually. So you guys are on Fire Day of Gozran, and that is like 2 days from a full moon. The sun is perfect for you, Landray. You can see very well in this light. Okay, which helps because you got underneath a 20, Landray, but your DC is much lower than Finray's, who has dark vision, but dark vision doesn't help for long distances necessarily in the dark. So noted. Oh, those were listen checks. Let me see. Landray, for your spot check, you were above 20, so that's great. Okay, noted. So, as the evening continues, Finry, around the ship at various times, with your goggles on, despite the distortion of your own evil aura through the goggles, you do get the sense at times that there is something in the canopies of the trees around you, which are about at eye height, really, starting, and higher in sometimes. But you get the sense that there is an evil presence in the trees. It flickers, it goes in and out. It comes in and out of range of those goggles. And then it is lost again.
Is Flicker Whisk awake? I would ask him to move the ship so it's higher than the tops of the trees. Unless I feel the trees are far enough away that nothing could jump over from the trees.
He kind of like looks at you. He's like, I'm willing to turn on the engine and raise us up any higher than 40 feet. And I think if this had some sort of catastrophic issue, we would break the bow. So how about we just go 40 feet?
I mean, I'm just asking. I don't know where these trees are. I'm worried about like a monkey jumping into the boat.
Yeah.
As long as we're far enough away from the trees, because we're not in the woods. We're on the pond, right?
Yeah, there's at least 10 feet of separation horizontally from any trees and stuff, I'd say. And I think he can move it to 40 before he starts getting nervous that like if something goes wrong, it'd be a real problem.
That would be my recommendation.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are 40 feet up instead. Nonetheless, you still do see those kind of flicks and moments within that 60-foot range that you have in the trees. More than one at times. You see these like almost like a firefly lighting up at times in and out of your range.
I know Landray about it too, by the way.
Okay. Landray? Consider yourself told about it. The unseen servants don't seem to be negatively affected. What are you guys doing? Are you guys just gonna huddle close, continue watch?
I think we're waiting for morning and like what's his name to come back.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean I will be at least on alert to most likely like try to cast entangle on something if I see it threatening.
Okay. Yeah.
So
as you all are watching, you hear a strange sound coming from the crow's nest of your ship.
Ooh.
The sound is that of a crying baby.
I mean, Flicker, go tell one of your unseen servants to go grab that crying baby.
he would, I think at this point he would ask to go down for rest. So he might not even be awake right now. He's like, I'm really tired. Can I just take like a little nap now too?
Can you grab the baby before you take a nap? Is he saying that because I told him to go grab a baby with a servant, or is he already?
He's saying that because you told him to do something. Yes, he's not quite at sleep yet, but fine.
He's a petty bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we had a baby on. So
he's like, no, we definitely didn't have a baby.
Not that I recall.
I'm gonna look up at the crow's nest to see if I see a baby or like a monster out there.
Okay. As you look up at the crow's nest, you don't see anything through the goggles. You don't see anything otherwise. And as you're standing there, you start to see off the bow of the ship now a series of lights that are encircling the bow. Little sprite-like lights that are circling around each other, 3 or 4. At first you think it might be that lantern that spoke to you guys on travel. But these are like these dark blue, gray, purple tone lights that are circling and circling. And then they shoot up to the crow's nest. Flickerwisp is like, I don't like this. We should get Medolfir.
Yeah, let's get Medolfir, and then I'm gonna go invest. Are the lights evil?
You don't pick up any kind of evil detection from the lights, no. Medolfir, I assume you went to sleep on the deck, just for proximity's case?
Yeah, sure.
Can we lower the boat so we get away from the lights, or do something to get away from the lights?
Flickerwisp is like, raise the boat, lower the boat, raise the boat, Flickerwisp, lower the boat. I'm not your mom, Finry.
Wow.
But I'm your dad.
You can say please.
I'm like, look, if you don't want to protect the boat, that's on you. I'm just trying to look out for the boat. You obviously don't want to have an airship.
Flickerwisp is like, why do you always bring in my stuff into this? And he goes and he starts lowering the boat. Lowers it back down to 20. Okay.
So right now the orbs are just floating in air. They're not doing anything.
They're just floating in air. Weirdly, like they'll pop back up randomly, and it's you're like paying attention to them, and then you look around and you see these flecks of actual evil aura in the trees that pop in and out, and then the lights appear. It's chaos. You're like picking up all these like signals and things around you, both sensory and magical.
I asked Flicker, hey Flicker, is this a spell?
Finally, you're asking a question I can answer for you. And he pops a little detect magic capabilities, and he starts scanning through up to the crow's nest, and he's like, yup. And then he like takes his goggle and he puts it just right. He's like, let me see about this. He's like, yep. And somebody's casting dancing lights on us right now. Why would somebody cast dancing lights? I don't like that.
Am I awake yet? Did y'all wake me up?
He like Flickerwisp literally just now kicks you with his goggle, now completing its job. But over here,
in time to hear him say someone cast dancing lights on us?
Yeah, you overhear that. Not on you.
Look
just
up.
Cast cast.
No, but in response to his question, just kind of like sleepy, still wiping the sleep out of my eyes, be like, obviously to highlight us. What other use is that spell for? They're lighting us up like a beacon.
I mean, we're a ship floating 20 foot off the ground. I don't know how much highlighting they need.
Yeah. It's true. You guys are kind of not obscured at all.
I'm if ever like Medolfir would be more like looking like outwards at eye level as opposed to up at the dancing lights. Seems like a tactic to draw attention away.
Okay. Give me a spot check. You kind of are rubbing your eyes of sleep. You just woke up. You're taking a little bit of a negative here on this.
Yep. Oh, nice.
Okay. It's a good roll. Okay. As this occurs and you sort of rub your eyes and look out, I mean, your dark vision is also as constrained as Finry's, you know? Lanray is the only one that sees long distance in these conditions. And like looking at the trees, you get the sense that there is movement, whether it's birds and natural beings in these trees or something else. Something continuously is rustling to the north. you see the movement of small branches. You perceive them pretty well with that spot check. You guys stay on
go
deck.
go ahead and draw Benderfill.
Okay.
And just make a growl. It's too much movement around here.
My dark vision is what, 90 feet?
Your dark vision should be 60 feet, if I remember correctly, from your race. Dark vision 60.
All right,
Although you have low light vision too. How do you have low light vision?
I don't know.
How do you have low light vision? Oh, because Whisper Gnome also has low light vision. That's unusual because Medolfir does not have low light vision on top of his dark vision. So actually, I take it back. Finray, in these conditions, your low light vision is quite useful, just like it is for Lanray. But nonetheless, your goggles have a maximum distance that they can do detect evil.
Well, I'm feeling quite useful.
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful moonlit night. The ruins look beautiful in the distance. There is a strange fog abound on the ground. The humidity of the day. The cooling of the night. And somebody
What would I know
crying.
What would I know about fauna in the local area, just from knowing the area?
In the
Nighttime fauna.
Cragwild? In the Cragwild, here's the problem. So one, you didn't venture into the Cragwild that much. When you had to, the one thing you remember from the Cragwild is you could go 5 miles in one direction and the fauna and flora completely different from the last 5-10 miles you went. Like, there are biomes upon biomes. Each little space is different in the Cragwild. It's absolute chaos.
Okay, good. When I do, just a mechanical question. When I do speak with animals, is that just blanket, or do I need to, like, if I do speak with animals to speak with, Varg, right? Am I only able to, on that use of it?
No, speak with animals. I think speak with animal. Oh, hold on, I might be thinking 5. No, it's any animal class. It's not restricted to a particular animal, so you're good. If you want to ask multiple animals or just call out 2 animals, as long as
so I'm gonna use my speak with animals and just randomly make animal sounds, but basically I'm gonna ask, are there any night beings out here?
You mean me? No, he's talking to me.
I'm talking to anybody that will listen and pay me heed.
Well, of course we're listening. You're talking. How could we not listen? You're making noise. And the crow's like, what?
Do y'all sense any ill around you? Other than the obvious big hulking piece of man-made material floating in the air?
I only understood about 5 words you just said. But
Fair.
Other than the big giant whale that is sitting in front of me, I don't see anything. Then again, the giant floating whale is blocking the entire sky for me right now. And then the bird goes, there's something definitely flying around that I don't like. It's cold. Cold.
And focusing my question to the bird, has this cold creature been common in these parts, or is this new to you?
It's not new. It just doesn't usually come this close.
Where do you mainly see it flying around at?
Somebody give me a listen check right in this moment. And Landray, are you launching Meldo also to fly around?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Excellent listen check. As you focus in on Meldo and the sounds. Okay, Landray specifically.
Jesus. Jesus. Sorry.
As you listen, you hear the flaps of Meldo. And then you also hear a voice speaking. It's not Medolfir's voice. It sounds like Medolfir's voice. It sounds animalistic in its tonality, in the words it's saying. It's almost like what Medolfir is saying, but different. You don't know how to explain it. But there's somebody else out there saying things, and you also get the sense that like Meldo is like your emotional connection to Meldo is telling you like Meldo's hearing this and understanding these words somehow.
Can I tell from like what direction that voice that I'm hearing is coming from?
With a 30 check, I'd say you know for sure it's coming from the north here. Suspiciously beyond the view of like you look out and you don't see anything in that direction. You've been scouting that, and Finria has scanned that as well. You get the sense that it's like not super close to the ship, but you hear this voice speaking, incanting almost in its speaking.
Got it.
Medolfir.
Mm-hmm.
The bird suddenly goes, I'm getting out of here. And it flies off. Meldo sees the bird fly off. Meldo also gets the sense that there is other things flying here. Unnatural things. Flying between trees.
He can hear this thing, and he's an owl, right? Like, does he not see where the sound is coming from?
No, for some reason he does not see where the sound is coming from.
Hey, Flicker, fireball.
Flicker whispers like, "Oh, I really want to. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting so long for you to ask me to do that." But the thing is, my wand of fireballs, and don't tell anyone because this is a real operational security issue. My wand of fireball is only down to 7 charges, and I feel like speculatively firing it off into these trees is not a good use for that. I can cast light or shield on myself. What do you cast? What is that for?
Is this really Flicker Wisp?
Is this really Flicker Wisp? You do remember after the last battle, he had gone a little bit fireball crazy, and he did mention that his wand was very low in charges and that he was going to send you guys an invoice for all the uses that he had done.
I mean, like, maybe light's the thing to do. You know where this is coming from? Like, can we pinpoint where the sounds are coming from? Just cast light there and see if we can smoke this guy.
Yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, I can definitely do that. And he casts light towards the north trees. It is well within... Oh, actually, that's a touch spell. He can't do that. Man, honestly, artificers are so strange in what they can and can't do. He says, I can't do that, but he takes out his other wand.
Can you put light on something and we can throw it over there?
Yeah. He's like, that's a great idea. He casts light on...
on one of Lanray's arrows, because he can hear this guy and he can shoot the arrow, right?
Okay, yeah, he does that. Lanray, you want to fire off an arrow out into that darkness?
Let's do that. Let me see.
Okay. Let's see. That casts off a 20-foot radius of bright light and dim light for another 20 feet. Okay. I'd say with that roll, which is very good, you pick up exactly on that listen where that sound was coming from. You fire off the arrow. And as you do, now you see it flies off like 90, 100, 110 feet until it strikes into like the lower canopy of one of the trees. You shoot it so perfectly, it just glides through the various branches on the way. And as it strikes, this light is bursting out from every direction of the arrow. You see now a strange gas form around the tree that does not look like a natural fog. It is very obvious. It's almost like a tornadic movement around the tree as the arrow approaches that spins up and away from the light that's being given off. And you lose track of it as the light no longer is within range of wherever that spinning mist went. I need Medolfir. I need you to give me a D20, please, Medolfir.
Oh boy. Exciting.
And actually, I need Finry as well to do that. Everybody but Lanray and Flickerus. Flickerus is blind. He's not very perceptive, so he will not be very useful. 1d204.
Yeah. That was a minor typo.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Let's see. Finray said, excellent. Okay, great.
I like my first roll.
Yep.
Can I cast shield on Medolfir?
Yeah. Nope. Okay. Let me check one thing. Okay. Yeah. As you guys are looking at this light that has emanated outward from where you're standing, Medolfir, a stinging pain is going to reach out for you. 23 to hit.
Oh, you motherfucker. Yep.
You take 6 points of damage as this form of a strange spider-like crawling being crawls up right next to you, right here. 20 feet.
Sorry, Jim, was that physical?
Physical damage, yep. So you do DR2 less.
Yep.
And it is going to attempt its other capability.
Mm-hmm. I've been wrestling in my head this whole time with the blood on the ground and then everything else. If it was this, and it was. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need you to give me a fortitude save.
Fortitude with some attitude. Bam.
Okay, that's good. As this thing slams against you and reaches out, it grabs on, and you feel like this sucking of force within you into it, but then you shrug it off with that. Lanray, at the same time, there is something else that crawls up next to you who did not perceive it. And also 20 to hit.
Yep.
I need you to also do a fortitude save. Okay, you have a good fortitude. You also are unaffected as you also feel this thing like grab onto you with its slam attack. Just momentarily, it's not actually grappling you, and you feel it trying to pull life force itself from you, but fails to do so. You do, however, take the 5 points of damage as you now see these gnarled, clearly gnomes, but have been disfigured, and have these kind of long fangs from their mouth, canines, extending. And with that, I'm going to ask everybody to go ahead and roll initiative. Okay, please hold. Got a lot of rolling to do on my own here. Okay. And okay. And okay. All right, sorry. Let's roll here. All right, lots of GM rolls. What do you guys see when I roll? Do you guys actually see like a message?
Yeah, the vampires.
2 of them.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Good to know. With that, the first thing that's going to happen here is all of you hear the sounds of movement up above, but your focus has suddenly become these two beings that just attacked. But there's clearly other things moving up in the sails, up above, etc. And you do perceive that, I would say, mundanely. You don't even have to do a check. There's clearly something going on up above. Next up is going to be Finry.
Flicker needs to roll too. I don't know if he.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Flicker Wisp is way down low anyways. Yep.
I'm going to take a 5-foot step.
Okay.
I use my distracting ember so I can get. I think I can still do sneak attack to undead, right? The vampires. Maybe not.
I don't know about in 3.5, but I know in 5e, no critical damage on undead.
Yes.
I think it's like I do half because of a.
Oh, because of the feet.
I mean, if your theory is that these are vampires, if you're asking if vampires are undead template, they are an undead form, yes. So they would have undead traits. Are you asking about your sneak attack damage?
Yes.
I don't see anything about sneak attack not working on it.
Oh yeah, that's only the critical. If he crits, it's the critical doesn't apply.
Correct. Yeah, they're not subject to critical.
But the sneak attack still would. Yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fantastic. Then I'm going to do a full attack with my stabbies or slash whatever.
Where are you placing the distracting ember?
Directly behind that guy. It doesn't matter. I need it to be there so it gets me flanking, and then it disappears, right? So
got it. Yep. Go for it.
The anticipation of seeing like 40 dice roll across the screen.
Yeah, there's a lot of toggles, I'm guessing. Oh, there they all come. Up, yep. Okay. And here come the others.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's see. The 20. Yeah, the 20 is enough. The 24 is enough. The 18 is enough. So I will say you do not need to get down to the 18. But there's nothing else you could really do with it because you do need the full attack to get the 24 anyways. So
I'm going to go down to the 18 anyways. I'm going to full-on blender this dude.
Yeah, that's fine. You do so. You stab into him with your kukris, and it is enough to take this being down. Let's see. When this being is taken down, he collapses into a form of kind of like. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, they can't die from massive damage, but I don't think that's in effect here. It does not matter because you're striking him multiple times anyways. So it's not about massive damage. That was the only thing I needed to check there. Yeah, as you strike into him, he is harmed, dead. If he wasn't already dead, you're not quite sure, but he is immobilized and laying there, bleeding. Whatever this is kind of ooze that is coming out of him that looks like blood, but is thick. Yeah, he was mostly dead. Now full dead. Yeah. That guy is not a factor anymore in this discussion. I believe that's your full turn to do that.
That's my whole turn.
Okay.
And
the Ember disappears. Yep. Okay, now. Another of these beings comes up over the bow from the south and is going to get to there. Yep, its land speed would be fine for that. And it is going to attempt a slam attack against you, Landray. That's going to hit.
Yep.
And I need you to give me another fortitude save.
Fortitude. Come on.
Only takes one bad roll. Oh, yeah, you got it still. You're skirting with it. You're really skirting with it. Okay. Yeah, nothing else other than that, but you do take the 5 points of damage. That is its full turn. I will now show you that one. Okay. Next up, there's another being who is now dead. He is no longer part of initiative. And lastly, on the bow, crawling up, is another being. One that doesn't look like the huddled mass that you are fighting in front of you and that Finry just took out. One that is more put together, let's say, nicer robes. And he appears here. And he is going to... Yes, he is going to cast... Hey, where is that? Please hold.
Yeah, if you can't find it, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, he's going to look at you, Medolfir. And I need you to give me a will save.
Do you need to check for magic resistance first?
There is no means in which, with this guy, that your spell resistance would be in effect.
Damn.
Yeah, sorry.
Lucky will roll. Come on, let's go. Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
All right. Manolfir, I will message you on Discord.
Oh shit. That's not good.
Yeah, it's not great.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Ooh.
Let me grab the SRD on that. So that is this for your reading knowledge. And I think.
Who would have known?
Yep. I'm trying to just see. Except those necessary data such as because of this lunar resonance. Okay, move action. Okay. Okay.
So, question for you.
Yeah.
Does the new saving throw apply whenever I need to take an action or at the end of my turn?
I would say at each action you have a chance of defeating this.
Okay.
And for the sake of attacks, I would say that's one action check, even if it's a full attack. Okay. So, yep, it has told you that. That is what it has told you. That's a won't save, yes. Lanray, you observe this person who has now just like giving this weird googly-eyed look in Manolfir's direction. What are you doing?
It's googly eyes, like angry googly eyes?
Are you looking into its eyes?
No, I just figure I caught it based on your description, you know?
Yeah, it's a strange look. It's a very intense look of this like very pale-faced gnome.
Got it. I mean, I am going to. Can I tell anything is different about Manolfir or no?
You can certainly do a sense motive check if you wish.
Probably won't go that far. Because what I'm basically, I wouldn't be concerned about basically trying to run and be near him at the same time.
He has not taken an action at this moment, so like it would be very hard for you to perceive some issue with Manolfir in this moment.
Yep. Because I think I would probably try to move through Finry to go next to Flickerwisp.
Yeah, that makes sense as a ranged person. So go ahead and do so. Is it paused? No, we're good.
I was pushing the wrong buttons.
Okay, so hold on.
Yeah, message me if it's something you want to clarify.
Well, I mean, if I'm got to do what I need to do, then that would be a trigger. Because he moves across more than 5 foot of my threat range.
Ooh. Yep.
So
do it.
That would cause me to make a will save, though, right? Because that's
you do get a will save, and it's a +2 on top.
All right.
Please.
Lamry, I need you to blow on these dice.
Come on. No.
14.
That's a 14 total. And I need to check here. No, sorry. You're going to have to do it. Finry, Lanray, you observe, and Flickerwisp observes as
Jesus.
Still bad, but not horrible, I guess. I mean, there is some goodness to that. Manolfir swings out at Lanray.
Oh, my BAB is motherfucker.
Right.
Highly likely.
Yikes! I rolled a
You do
3.
take-
I was like,
take
"Oh, he's
7
safe," but
points.
no, he's not safe.
There's no reflex or fortitude save here.
Nope, it's a sword coming at you.
I don't roll out of the way, perhaps.
Nope.
No, but it should be clear what's going on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, I
let's-
think
let's
Landray would
take-
get it now. Yeah.
Let's face it, this is not the first time this has happened with y'all against Melofir.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not like this, but still.
Yeah, that's pretty clear now.
It is still your action, Landray. You did take that damage, but you still have an action available to you now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, Medolfir is attacking me. I assume it's the weird googly-eyed Yoda dude causing this, so I'm gonna fire an arrow or two at him.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Fire at Yoda.
Jesus.
All right. That will hit you, Medolfir. Or sorry, not Medolfir. That will hit the Yoda for 9 points of damage. That, it strikes and the arrow is like stuck in its shoulder and it just kind of like and like yanks it out of his shoulder and like gives you a grin.
That's true. That's true.
Kind of rude.
That is very rude. Let me check one thing here. Yeah, and that was a standard arrow, right?
Yeah. It was just a normal arrow.
Yeah. It's like he just kind of laughed that off at you, Landray. That is your turn, and Flickerwisp yells out, "Oh, okay, vampires, great. Landray, you're going to need to do something more powerful than standard weapons against these assholes." Now let's see. You have a magic bow, though, right, Landray?
I do.
Let me double check one thing here. Okay. Actually, yeah. Because you have a magic bow, your ammunition is imbued with magic as well. So that is good.
It's also a magic bow.
It is a magic bow as well. It's a delicious oriental, stuffed bun.
Like the bow of the ship bow.
Oh, right. That kind of bow, too. Flickerwisp kind of just goes like, "Shit, what have you brought me into? I could be lounging on a beach drinking liquor." Okay, he's going to cast a Scroll of Blindness. He's going to cast this at the gazing guy. And saving throw is a fortitude negates, so let's roll his fortitude. It's his lowest thing. 20 is good enough to, I believe, avoid it. DC, yeah, yep. 20 is enough to avoid it. Flickerwisp goes, "Okay, I'm out of ideas," and starts taking out his gnome hook hammer. That is all he could do between his action and move action. Medolfir, what are you doing?
I mean, I've got to do what I got to do.
You do have to do what you have to do. I will allow you to roll a 1d50 if you wish. Or, I mean, a 1d2 to pick between left Finray 1, Landray 2. Flicker Wisp is too far away for him to be issue with you at this moment. And you do get to do a will save. But let's see the fun of who you might attack first.
All right. 1 is Finry, 2 is Landry.
Yep. Flip the coin.
It's a disc. That's funny.
Yeah, it's a little coin, heads and tails.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be Finry. Now you can do a will save, +2, because this is definitely not something you want to do.
Yeah. No, I don't. Come on. Damn.
Man. Okay, Flickerwist just goes, okay, now I see the problem. We need to kill Medolfir. Medolfir, you're going to have to swing on Finray.
Now, do I have any exercise and control of how savagely I swing?
I would say whatever state you were already in, you would continue to be in that state unless he explicitly gave you orders to change that.
No, I mean like full attack versus single attack.
I would say.
I'm trying. I'm trying here, man.
Yeah. I'd say you wouldn't do any kind of power strikes or anything like that, but you would do a full attack. Everyone's going to want to get away from Adolfir real fast.
Yeah. Don't take it personally.
Okay, that's a 2. That's good.
Yeah, but my BAB is very high.
Yeah. Finray, do any of those miss you? I think the 17 misses.
I mean, the first 2 hits, I can... I can't do anything for the first one. If it was a 22, I would do something, but I can't. So
okay,
I will take the 33.
33 points of damage. Could have been worse. We've seen Medolfir do some really horrifically bad stuff. Okay, at least Medolfir's turn is over now.
Guys, I'm sorry. I really am.
Yeah, Barbarian, this is the problem. Okay. This vampire spawn is going to try to move up and around here to there to avoid an attack of opportunity, and it's going to strike out at Flickerwisp.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, nat 1.
Wish I could have rolled that.
For real. That is its turn. And then, let's see, back to the top. Before Finry goes, there is movement still up in the sails. As if there is the flapping of a bat's wings on the back side of the sail, flying around. You get the sense of something moving up above. Finray, back to you. What are you doing? Other than mending wounds.
I only get 1 swift action a turn, don't I?
Correct. Swift actions, you only get 1. I have a feeling he's GTFOing.
I wouldn't blame him. I'm not a very pleasant person to be around right now.
There's no way I can take a full attack. Is my problem. I can only take a single. I think that's a double attack, right? So I think instead of 4, I get 2. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're about to see a bunch of dice again, aren't we? Okay.
So I think that makes me limited invisible for this turn.
Okay. Yeah. Does it last just one turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move there. Maybe I'll just move here.
Okay. Hold on one second. I need to check something about their capabilities.
I'm reading that as you are covered by an effect as per greater invisibility.
Sorry, I just need to see if there's any perception capability specific to the template. Alternate form.
Spell functions like invisibility, except that it doesn't end if the subject attacks. Yeah.
Right.
You turn invisible as the greater invisibility spell. You're right. Wonderful.
Yeah. No, there's nothing. Yeah. You're invisible. Greater invisible. Yep. Okay. And what are you doing with that invisibility? Medolfir, you definitely have lost track of him in this moment. And it is a swift action, so, and it is not a magical spell, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a two-handed attack.
Okay. Nice.
Now, I'm not flanking. I don't get any bonuses outside of... I am going to do a silencing strike if I can.
Okay.
So that means if I hit him, he becomes silenced.
Okay.
Do this.
He's not going to be able to give out any additional orders for sure.
Well, not verbal.
Yep. All right. So the 21 is going to hit. But it was close. The 12 is not, unfortunately. You do 49 points of damage. Now, your kukris are +1s?
That's correct.
So those are magical enhanced kukris. Okay, yeah. You do the full damage. He is still standing, but he is clearly struck back. That'd be a real problem if this was a concentration spell, but it is not. But he looks badly harmed by this. Is there anything else you can do in your turn?
I lose the spell silence and it gets applied to him. So I don't, since I did say I did silencing strike.
Yes, you did say that. Let me apply that. There's no save against that, right? If you strike him, it happens.
You can infuse your sneak attacks with a magical essence of silence. You use one of your spell-like abilities today. You must declare, blah, 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 blah. The effect of this field of silence is identical to the spell, except that there is no saving throw to resist the effect.
That's what my recollection is from that class, is like most of these things are just if you hit, it does the thing. Okay.
So it's a 20-foot radius of silence. So I think it should be just not covering flicker. So it'll be like out to here, I think.
Yeah. Hey, how come my buff isn't adding? Okay. He's silenced. Noted. There is a aura about him. 20-foot radius, you said?
Yep.
Okay. A sphere of silence appears on him. This is going to affect potentially the vampire spawn as well, I will say. That is your turn, Finry. This vampire spawn in this silence seems confused at this issue with its master. It is going to pause momentarily, trying to gain some sort of direction from its master as to what to do. It's going to go ahead and try to move forth 5 feet. Actually, it's going to return back to its master in this silence and help defend it. Seeing it get struck, it's going to go ahead and come right at you, Finry, but it's not able to understand what happened, so it took a moment, and it does not have an attack left because it delayed. However, this guy still does have capabilities. He does not have to do anything to keep what Adolfir is doing going, so he's going to attack you, Finry.
He is still invisible.
No, he loses his invisibility. Oh,
no.
It's greater invisibility
greater
through the round or through your turn?
No. It at the end of my current turn, so I am now visible. After the end of the invisible, yeah. It would be too powerful if it was.
No, I mean the way it reads is if the subject attacks, the invisibility does not end.
Yeah, but it's when you remain invisible until the end of your current turn. It's the previous sentence.
Causing any gear.
End of your current turn, not the round. So yeah, he's back to visible because it's the end of his turn. That would affect like things like attacks of opportunity, stuff like that while his turn is going on, but now that his turn is over, he's visible.
Yeah, it let me not get attack of opportunity by you because you couldn't see me, but at the end of my turn, I just blink, essentially.
Yep.
So because it's the effects. You remain invisible till the end, until the end of your current turn, and it's done. Your turn's done. Okay.
He does not hit you.
He does not hit you. Correct.
Okay.
Wow. With that, he's going to shift just slightly away now with a newfound respect for this gnome that is attacking him, and that is his turn. Lanray, you see this being very badly harmed, but you also have Medolfir to contend with, who is very close to you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. If I do anything other than a 5-foot step, does Medolfir get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, unless you do like an actual like retreat movement, which would be a full turn. You basically don't get to use your action to do that.
Okay, but so what I would like to do is some combination of taking a 5-foot step and firing an arrow or two at the Yoda dude.
Okay.
And then if I have another swift action or something, I want to pull out the ruby of repulsion from my efficient quiver.
Your efficient quiver. Interesting. Okay, I will say your efficient quiver does act like a handy haversack, so you are able to pull items from it with a swift action.
Okay. So I guess I'll take the 5-foot step first and then fire the arrow and finish with the ruby of repulsion.
I'll allow that. Yeah. So you're saving the 5-foot step's not an action. You're using part of your turn to pull that. Yeah, you can do that.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Fire away at quote unquote Yoda.
I'm selecting rapid shot, but it's not doing it. I don't know why.
That's strange. It's always worked in the past.
It had precise shot in the attack details.
Yeah, it didn't say you toggled rapid shot.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely did. So something weird is.
So just roll the damage part, which is going to be a 1d6, I think. 1d8. And it gets a +2 on top of that. So just roll a 1d8 +2. Oh,
Nice.
That's a big deal. It's a good thing that you pulled that up. I'll have to look into why that's broken now. I'm guessing it might be just the update. So that is 16 total points of damage. And that is important because the first shot is enough to take him very close to 0, but not quite there. The second shot takes him to 0. Now, he is not dead or undead or re-dead or whatever you want to call it. He is still in his capability. He's incapacitated. But he's still alive, which means that he still has that dominant control of Medolfir right now in this moment.
So I've got a question for you on that, GM. Even in a scenario like this, even with that in effect, if the caster dies or leaves the plane or whatever, there's nothing in that spell description saying that effect ends because of that.
No, it does. If it's got a pretty tight range on like planar stuff, so if the being goes to a different plane, it definitely does.
Oh, okay.
Range even affects it. Yeah.
My audio just went out again. Hold on.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, it's back.
Just
it's back.
Mechanically speaking, now some of that may or may not apply, but just noted, you guys would know this, being adventurers, about like tales of vampires. That is mundane information to all. So, Lanray, good job, but that is your turn. You are still within attack range of Medolfir if you wanted to.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, I think the last piece of the turn was the ruby.
Okay. Yes, with the Ruby of Repulsion. You're holding it in your hand now?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, yes. They cannot approach you. Any creature within or entering the field must attempt a will save. If it fails, becomes unable to move towards you. This is interesting.
I'll go ahead and roll that.
Well, we'll see.
Now I get high will.
right.
No, I mean that's against his ruby though. That's.
I think it's DC
because it
20?
says
it's a DC 20 ruby for repelling, so I'll allow that to be the roll against that for now. You are affected by it, I would say. Okay. I need you to make a DC 20 Fortitude save, by the way, Lanray. Since you don't usually pull this out, but since you've done it now, I just need to have that on record. That's part of the text of this. Okay, good. Yeah, no negative there. All right, so that's in effect. Awesome move. Flicker Wisp is like, okay, so I think with vampires, the key is to just burn them all. And he is going to go ahead and now be like, no more fucking around. It's time for fireballs. We need to deal with the Medolfir of it all. He is going to launch a fireball strategically in a way where it's like not going to impact the ship. So he's not going to even worry about the spawn. He's just going to target it right there in a perfect sphere.
I mean, technically, fire doesn't fully kill them, according to the description.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, if the body is destroyed by the fire, which this damage compared to him being at 0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have
it's
like
kind of
Scorching
tricky.
Ray?
What's that?
Doesn't he have like Scorching Ray?
No, he used up that one with you guys earlier. You guys have used up so many of his wands. He's not an infinite source of wand magic. Okay, so this thing did succeed on the reflex save, but it is not enough to really affect it. I mean, it's still going to take 17 points of damage. its body collapses into ash. There's an aura that explodes from it. I don't think there's anything that says that this wouldn't kill it. Like, it's not always destroyed if it's just taken to 0, but I mean, burning it with this much fireball energy, fire damage, I'm going to say is enough to appear to kill it. It is no longer corporeal, at least.
Well, I mean, we'll know on my turn if it killed it.
Yeah. Flickerwisp is like, puts his arms up in a way that's super defensive and is like flinching already towards you, Midolfir. He's like, I hope that was the one that has Midolfir under days. I hope that one's the one. Midolfir, you do not feel a compulsion in this moment. Whatever thing was holding onto your mind is gone now.
Oh, I feel a compulsion. I'm going to leap attack towards the one by Flickerwisp.
Okay.
So if this hits, it's triple damage. And I'm angry. Really?
Oof. You must have some brain fog from that. That's rough.
Oh my god.
That is your turn.
I went for epic.
Yes.
in the.
Hey, at least you rolled a 1. It wasn't because you rolled too low.
Yeah.
This being is now going to attack you, even though its master has been killed, theoretically. 19 to hit.
Who is he attacking?
Yeah.
Midolfir.
Jesus.
So you take 8 points of physical damage. I need you to roll a fortitude save.
30. Let me adjust my hit points. And 4.
Okay, still good. Takes a real bad roll for that to affect you, at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might as well roll a 1d10 at this point, Midolfir. You have rolled a 1 and a 7.
I rolled 2 nat 1s so far in this session, so
it's terrible. Those of you with low light vision, at the top of the mast, you see a swirling gaseous form swirling around the mast and then starting to stream away from the ship towards the north. I will draw it on the map just so you generally get a picture of where it generally is. It's kind of in this zone here. Sorry, let me reorient. Okay. So there's like this gaseous form moving in that direction. It is clear today as for the low light vision folk. Finri, you have helped to defeat this vampire being. There are spawn around you. What are you doing? And you see that gaseous thing in the air as well.
I mean, I'm not going to do a lot of damage. I got nothing. I have nothing to give me sneak attack right now, so it's just going to be a straight up full attack on this guy. It's not going to do damage at all.
No. I mean, you never know. If you get a crit and you have +1s, yeah. Could add up. Flickerwisp is like, I've got to give you strength from now on, Finri. Okay. First set, not great. Second set, a little bit better. Okay, just the 20 strikes for 3 points of damage. As this thing like hisses at you. Those are magical, so it does go through. Okay, are you taking a step?
Yes, yep. That's it.
Got it. It kind of hisses, and in Gnomish speaks back to you. I will bring you back to our lair where you belong. It is going to do a full attack on you.
I tell it to buy me flowers first.
It, I assume, fails with that?
Yeah, I have an AC of 18.
It was basically trying to slam you and hold onto you, but because it failed... What's your touch AC? Also pretty high.
15.
Yeah, so it tries to slam against you and hit you, but also in doing so tries to hold on to you to grapple. And it makes this really fumbly movement, and you see it go off the ship as it tries to reach and grab you, but fails to, and it plummets down into the below.
The running water below?
I'm
trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah. No. He splashes into the edge of this little pool of water here, and you see him go in. And that's what you see mundanely in there. That is its turn. Lanray, back to you. You only see one being and this gas out in the middle of the air.
Yeah, I was going to ask, the gas, is it just... It's not like in the trees or anything, is it?
Not yet. It is out in the open in this moment because it was mast height, but it is heading lower as you speak.
I am going to hold my action for now.
Okay. What are you holding it for?
I want to see if he gets into the trees, because if he does, or I say he, whatever it is, I mean, I'm assuming it's some sort of being. If it gets in the trees, I'm going to fire an arrow of Tangle at it to see if I can get it
Nice.
to at least,
Okay.
have some pain in some form.
Okay. Flickerwisp, also aware of this, kind of like moves to the side here and like weighs the idea of like his 6 remaining uses of the fireball spell. He is going to do... Let's see. No, he's not gonna worry about that guy right now. He's going to give... Whew. Yeah, everybody has magical weapons, so that he doesn't need to do that. He's going to go ahead and cast something on himself. He's like, okay, I need this. He does a quicken spell, his normal trick that he does that with his various capabilities. And then he is going to move down and stand with... Actually, you know what? He's going to go ahead and give potential for flank by getting into this position. And he kind of gives you a wink, Midolf. You're like, hey, it's like old times.
I just smirk. A positive smirk.
Okay. This time don't miss, though. It is your turn, Midolf.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 foot step. Do. And let's do some binger filling here. Oh, damn, I rolled single attack instead of full attacks. So can I just roll 2 more single attacks?
Yes. If you want to do 2 more single attacks, it's going to be at a -5 and a -10 on the attack.
Okay. I'll do -5 for this single.
That first one does strike. Second one, I need to check. Does strike. Okay.
Is the -10.
Okay, which is needed. Yep. Okay, you did need to do all 3 of those, but that does kill this thing. It's a little bit weird. The spawn, when they died, they like collapse into these masses of corpse that seem like suddenly they are cadavers and dead beings that have been long ago dead. There was a different reaction that occurred with the actual, it says pool winth. That is the name I've given this. The vampire being, the one who tried to dominate Midolfir and successfully did. There was a different reaction to that one. That one, like, eviscerated and turned into these, like, little flaming bits when Flicker was fired the fireball. Almost like a firework ember floating. So just note that. Slight difference. With that, back to the top of the round. This gaseous form is hauling ass. Landray, you see it moving quickly, and I will say that your held action is still in place if you wish to do anything about this. But this is moving to get lower, and it's heading towards this area of ruins to the north. Quick. Like it has gotten... Undo. It has gotten to like here before you're even like, oh, it's moving again. It's up in the air still.
Okay, yeah, it's up in the air. I think I would not attack it at this point.
Okay. Therefore, at the end of its turn, man, it can really freaking move in this form. Yeah, let me just check one thing. Oh, no, it's not super fast. Okay. Either way, it does move at full ability to this point right here. So it seems like it's hovering more closely aligned to the top of these ruins at this point. And starting to get out of the range of those with just dark vision and barely visible to those with low light. Finray, what are you doing? We'll probably wrap it up at the end of this round.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna. Is that the evil Yoda? Is he like? There's nothing about him around, or is there parts of him still around?
Oh, he turned into like stardust. The way he exploded was like he was contents under pressure.
Oh, like I was in a Final Fantasy game when I beat the bad guy, and he like digitized away.
Yes. Whatever that means.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back on the boat and look around.
Okay. You search around, noting if there are any other spawn. Did you look anywhere else, or you're just looking on the boat itself?
I'm doing a 360. It's gonna be my standard action. I think I'm gonna take like a 5-foot step and do a standard action to do a full round action.
Okay.
Situation.
Go ahead and give me a spot check with that. And if it's above a 15, you will pick up on something. No. Guess you'll have to just wonder what GM was going to tell you. You do not see any beings that are alive on board. All corpses are remaining corpses at this time. This being that has come below, you're not sure. He's disappeared from your sight. He went into the water. Lanray, it's back to you. Is there anything that you're doing in this moment?
I mean, I was going to go check on the being that fell in the water and just see if it...
You can give me a spot check.
Still alive, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, with the 23, what you notice as you run over is there is a being that is walking through the ground covers down below. So you are now positioned over here in order to be able to do this. Walking through the bushes and things, it is huddled. It is a dripping robe. There is almost an aura around it. You get like this shimmer around its body from the dripping water. Are you doing anything in this moment? You still have an action available to you. You moved, and I'll say your spot is a swift.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to fire an arrow at it.
Go for it.
Or I'll use my rapid shot.
Yeah. Now.
Not point blank or anything, though, but...
Okay. Let's see if the rapid shot works this time. Okay.
Nope, still didn't work.
Roll me the 1d8 plus 2. That's so strange. That's suddenly broken. Okay, so that's another 9. Now, okay. As you fire off into it, something strange. It's almost like the sheen is this oil slick on its body, and your arrow, which is magical, as it fires off, it hits this slick, and it seems like it's partially deflected away. The two arrows striking at the same time do 13 points of damage, but it seems like it is reduced for some reason as this oily film of water is slicking away on him. That is not how vampires are supposed to act. That is very unusual. Vampires do not like water usually. That is the end of your turn. Flickerwisp runs to the other side, sort of like waddles in his heavy armor, looks out over and says, "Everyone was looking over here for some reason. How come I don't see anything?" And yep, he rolled a 2, which gives him a negative number. So he's literally like, what are we all looking at? With wand in hand. Medolfir, final actions for this session. What are you doing?
So this attack commenced as I was speaking with animals. The way I read it, it's 1 minute per level.
Yeah, still going.
So my speak with animals is still going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna speak with animals as I'm bellowing a howl to the sky, like a wolf howl, saying, basically giving a command to come to me, speaking specifically as a wolf.
Okay. A wolf
as loud
howl?
as I can. Yeah.
Okay.
And the intention is to any wolves within earshot should be would be attracted to that command.
Yeah. Okay. Noted. With that, we will end session in this kind of quasi state. And we'll see what happens. This weird gas has left this area. You guys, this was night 1. And Medolfir, you did not get your rest at this point.
Yep. Just a minor nuance of the wolf out.
Yeah.
Since I'm familiar with actual wolves and pack tactics, I'm going to say, come to me in a manner that suggests there's danger and I need help.
Okay. Noted. All right. Finry, Landry, and Medolfir, we'll see what happens as you guys will be remaining here for the next couple days. Unless you guys...
cool.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell Flickerwisp to take a 40% chance and just get the hell out of here. We'll see how you feel.
I mean, I think we just have to wait until the sunshine comes back.
Right.
Valid. It does seem like these things only got active in the sunlight. So,
Moonlight.
sorry, only in the moonlight. Yes, not in the sunlight.
Can we
During the
permanently
day,
make
we're gonna
the
go
sun
just see
shine?
that, whatever the buildings are there, because I remember
Mhm.
one said he was going to his base, and that's where the gas went. So we're gonna go
Yeah.
dig it and unbury all that stuff and expose it all to sunlight.
Okay. Get your shovels for next session. So we'll see what happens. And Max and Jameson may return in the next day with some people. They won't be returning before then. So we'll find out if they were successful. I will be doing some diplomacy checks with them to see how quickly they can convince people to come. It won't be hard to do since they're very friendly towards you all already. It's more about like the speed in which they have to upturn their lives and get going. So we'll see.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, guys. Have a good rest of your night.
All right,
All right,
guys.
gentlemen.
Session.
It's fun as always.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Yep. Vampires.